If you're someone like me, you probably really enjoy Apex Legends, but you don't always have two friends readily available to fill the rest of your squad. Because of this, you often have to queue with two completely random people who, like it or not, you're gonna have to work together with if you want to achieve victory. With that being said, here are my 10 tips to how to be a good squad mate in Apex Legends. Now keep in mind that this video is going to be about 50% me trying to give you good advice and the other 50% of me trying to complain about stupid teammates I've had. But let's just let that slide.
Go ahead.
Tip number 1 is going to be how to use the ping system. And by that I mean don't get downed and immediately start pinging enemies at the speed of light.
Reloading. I have been downed. Making contact with enemy. Contact with target.
Now in that situation, him pinging the enemy did help me realize that they were trying to revive, but under most other situations, if you try to ping a moving target, it's just going to make it harder for your teammates to figure out where the enemy's moving. Plus, the noise is really distracting, and it makes it almost impossible to hear where enemies are. So try not to do it.
Wing location for us. Check your maps.
It can also be kind of annoying when all you do is just ping every single item you find on the ground. Oh look, there's a level 1 body shield here. Oh look, there's a shotgun ammo here, arc star here. Like, shut up! Just shut up! I know you want to be helpful, but when you ping a Mozambique for the 5th time, it doesn't make anyone on your squad want to like you.
Mozambique here.
Tip number 2 is going to be behavior as the jump master. Don't pretend to be AFK so the game automatically makes somebody else jump master. Unless you're playing with me, I love being jump master.
I'll drop you right in the middle of the hot zone with 10 other squads.
But getting back to the point, relinquishing Jump Master is totally fine. Just don't get pissed off at the new Jump Master when he selects a spot that you don't agree with. You literally relinquish the right to choose a landing location when you press the relinquish button as the Jump Master. Either choose a spot to land as Jump Master, or let somebody else decide. Tip number 3 is be polite, but not over the top. Most of the people you're going to meet in this game aren't going to be in the mood to make idle conversation with you. It's not because they hate you, it's just that because they're not going to ever see you again after this match, so there's no point in trying to make friends. With that being said, use the voice chat system to ping enemies or call out ammo that your teammates might need, but don't make them uncomfortable with questions like what's your favorite color, or who's your favorite character in this game, unless they're into that kind of stuff, and you'll usually figure it out as time goes on. And if you don't trust yourself to be a socially capable person, then just mute your microphone. There's no problem with being quiet.
Engaging.
Tip number 4 is sharing loot with the squad. Unless you're NRG, Dizzy, or Shroud, it's going to be in your best interest to have a well-equipped team. I'm personally good enough at the game that I feel comfortable giving the level 3 armor to a teammate that might need it more, while sticking to a level 2 armor myself. Characters like Gibraltar and Caustic would have maximized value from the highest level armor because they already have the 10% damage reduction as a part of their base kit. You should also consider equipping short-range weapons on teammates such as Octane or a Pathfinder, since their high mobility will often put them at close range with their enemies. So make sure to spread out loot in a way that best promotes your teammates' needs and wants. It also makes them think that you're a good guy, which is a plus. Number 5, be ready to lead the pack. Since Apex is a team-based game, you need to be able to stick together with your squad. As the match progresses, you need to figure out if the team that you're placed with are either followers or leaders. You'll be able to figure out that you have teammates that are more of a follower type if they don't select any spots on the map to move to after you're done in a specific area. Staying mobile is key to survival in this game, so if you clearly have teammates that don't want to lead the pack, be ready to take on that role yourself. And choosing to be the leader can be as simple as selecting a spot on the map, using the ping system to select it, and just running. People like having somebody that they can rally behind. Somebody who's willing to stand in the face of uncertainty and say, I'll handle this. Be that inspiration for your squad.
Just giving my shields a recharge.
Number 6, understand kill credit. There's nothing more irritating than wiping out an entire squad all by yourself and then having one of your teammates run up and just steal all the good loot. I mean, just look at this clip right here. I just got done mowing down 2 of the 3 enemies in the other squad. I don't know where the 3rd guy went. He probably ran off. Before I'm even done healing, the other 2 have already gotten into the loot boxes and I pretty much get nothing. I'm not saying that these two are bad people, but it's pretty disrespectful to your team if you do something like this. And if you have a teammate that's down and they've been known to steal all the good items, make sure to grab the loot first and then revive them. Part of being a good squad mate is showing that you're not willing to put up with other people's BS. And aren't I just a saint? I end up having to revive this guy again after he just stole all the good stuff. Teammates, they're literally the definition of you can't live with them and you can't live without them. Number 7, don't lose hope. This next one might seem like pretty common knowledge, but I still see a lot of teammates these days who get downed, ping enemies at the speed of light, get killed, and then leave the game. They're flustered, because they either made a poor combat decision that ended up costing them their life, or they're upset that their team didn't back them up. Trust me, whenever I have a teammate that goes down, I'm spending the next 90 seconds freaking out if I'm going to be able to revive them.
Good shit.
Enemy down.
Crazy shit, dude. Good shit.
Success!
I got a squad mate spanner. Just giving my shields a recharge.
Yeah, the guy left as we're about to fucking go spawn him in.
It's just common courtesy. See if they can revive you, and if you end up dying and can't get revived, just move on. It's not that big of a deal.
Calling upon nature's strength.
Number 8, situational awareness. And by situational awareness, I mean keeping track of where your teammates are at all times. Some questions that should be constantly going through your mind are my teammates nearby? Are they distracted? And will they be able to assist me if I get attacked by another squad? I remember I had this one game where we decided to drop at the wetlands and the circle ended up being pretty far away. We had just beaten another squad and we were all pretty low on health. Because we didn't have any syringes or shield cells, I made the poor assumption that we were just going to move towards the next circle without looting anything else. If I had checked my minimap on occasion, I would have realized that my teammates were not anywhere near me because they were still looting areas inside the storm. By the time I noticed what was happening, my two teammates got attacked by another squad while at really low health from the storm. They ended up both disconnecting from the game, and at first I was really angry at them for making such a poor decision. I realize now, though, that it's also partially my fault that they died. I should have been aware that what they were doing was not what I was doing, and I should have gotten on the voice comms and asked them if we needed to re-strategize. It's always good to remember that when your teammates decide to do something, it doesn't have to make sense to you. It only has to make sense to them. So always be aware of what your teammates are doing in case push ever comes to shove. And trust me, it's always going to come to shove. Number 9, remember why we play. Some people play Apex for glory, boasting high kill games that they can be proud of. Other players just want to have a good time with two other friends in a team-based game. I've even met some players who just want to chat it up with complete strangers, not really focusing on the game, but the camaraderie. To me, my favorite moments are when I get the champion call out at the start of the match. Okay, no, it's okay. It got back in right. Okay, listen.
This is your champion.
I'd watch out for my squad if I were you.
Hell yeah.
Squad goals, squad goals.
Watch out for my squad. We got absolutely decimated that game. But my point is that the way you look at playing this game is going to be different from the way your teammates do. If you can find a way for everybody's mindsets to coexist, then I guarantee it's going to be smooth sailing, even if it's only for a little while.
You are the Apex champions.
Number 10, have empathy. Everybody has to start somewhere, and that rule especially applies to Apex. If you ever get a squad mate who's clearly new, remember that you were in their shoes not long ago. Think about it. When you were just starting out this game, did you like it when that 4,000 kill Wraith on your team called you garbage and disconnected after she got herself killed? If you answered no, then congratulations, you're human, and that level 2 Bloodhound on your team is a human also. Simply saying good try in the chat bar is all a new teammate needs to hear when they royally screwed up. And if being empathetic, just to be empathetic to others, isn't a good enough reason for you, remember that new players are what keeps this game alive. Those who truly love Apex will always try to foster positive emotions in their squad mates, bringing them back for another game. And I hope this video does that also.
Jump in out.
Alright, well if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You could probably tell that this video is pretty amateurly made. I've never done a guide video like this quite as lengthy or as complicated. So if you did enjoy, like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think about it, any criticism that you think I should take into account before I make another video like this. But yeah, like I said, thanks for watching, and I'll see you around. Bye.